It all began on an ordinary Tuesday evening, the kind where the neighborhood hums with lawnmowers and kids' laughter, until she showed up. My daughter, Alina, was dribbling her basketball near our driveway when the screech of tires made us both turn. A gleaming white Lexus SUV jerked to a stop, and out stormed Karen, perfectly highlighted hair bouncing, oversized sunglasses perched on her head, that signature "I own this block" strut in full effect. She didn't even say hello. Just jabbed a manicured finger at Alina's ball and snapped, "That just hit my Mercedes." I saw it. Alina froze, confused. Her ball hadn't left our property. But Karen was already snapping photos like a crime scene investigator, muttering about reckless kids and HOA violations. Little did she know my Ring camera had captured something far juicier earlier that morning. Her teenage son, Brad, doing donuts in that same Mercedes on the community lawn. The tire marks were still there. As Karen marched off, already dialing the HOA president, I smirked and whispered to Alina, "Oh, this is gonna be good." The HOA violation notice arrived 2 days later. Official letterhead, threatening font, the whole works, accusing Alina of destruction of private property, and demanding a $250 fine. Karen had clearly pulled strings. The photo evidence showed a basketball suspiciously photoshopped near her car's bumper. But here's where it got delicious. While Karen was busy playing neighborhood prosecutor, Brad's little joyride had gone viral in our community group. Someone had spliced the Ring footage with fast and furious music, captioning it, "HOA President's Son versus Common Sense." The comments were brutal. "Rules for thee, not for me." And "Guess apples do fall close to the tree." Meanwhile, Alina's friends turned her into a meme queen overnight, photoshopping her face onto courtroom dramas with titles like, "Innocent Until Proven Karen." I decided to have fun with my response. I printed Karen's violation letter, framed it alongside screenshots of Brad's stunt, and hung it on our front door like modern art. By sunset, neighbors were stopping to snap pictures. Karen's Mercedes hasn't parked on our street since. Karen's nuclear meltdown came at the next HOA meeting. And oh boy, it was worth every second of waiting. She arrived dressed like a corporate lawyer, pearls included, dragging Brad by his collar like some sort of human shield. The moment the board president mentioned reviewing all recent violations, Karen launched into a full Broadway-worthy monologue about targeted harassment and false narratives, her voice cracking with dramatic flair. But then, the plot twist. Mr. Rodriguez from across the street calmly stood up, pulled out his phone, and played security footage of Karen herself last Halloween, stealing candy from the community decoration bowl while muttering, "They won't miss a few." The room went dead silent. Even Brad face-bombed. Karen's face turned the exact shade of her cherry red Mercedes as the board president sighed. "We'll table Alina's violation and add this to your file." The best part. As Karen stormed out, her designer heel caught on the rug, sending her stumbling right into the snack table. A moment forever memorialized on someone's Instagram story with a caption, "Karma's a klutz." The neighborhood's revenge against Karen reached legendary status when someone, no one knows who, but we all secretly suspect it was old Mr. Thompson with his mischievous grin, started a change.org petition titled, "Make Our HOA Meetings Actually Bearable." Within 24 hours, it had more signatures than our town's population, including people from 3 states over who just loved the drama. The petition demanded 3 things: mandatory fact-checking before complaints, a Karen clause requiring photographic evidence for all accusations, and most brilliantly, a community-funded espresso machine to help residents cope with unnecessary stress. Karen, of course, responded by printing out the petition and bringing it to the next HOA meeting as Exhibit A in her defamation case, completely missing the irony that she was proving everyone's point. The board, struggling to keep straight faces, actually implemented 2 of the demands. Now every accusation requires timestamp photos, and yes, we got that espresso machine. It sits proudly in the clubhouse with a plaque that reads, "In honor of rational thinking." Meanwhile, Karen's son Brad, who'd become something of a folk hero for rolling his eyes at his mom's antics, started a side hustle selling, "I Survived the HO t-shirts" featuring a cartoon Mercedes doing donuts. The kicker. Karen bought one, thinking it was supporting small business. The entire neighborhood watched in awe as she wore it to the next meeting, completely oblivious to the inside joke plastered across her chest. The turning point came when Karen, in her infinite wisdom, decided to escalate things to nuclear levels by calling Child Protective Services on us. Yes, CPS, claiming our household was unsafe because we allowed reckless behavior. Read. Letting Sarah skateboard in our own damn driveway. The social worker who showed up took one look at our perfectly normal home, then at the framed photos of Karen's son Tyler's spray paint masterpieces that I'd hung as art, and actually laughed out loud. "Ma'am," she said, closing her notebook, "I think your time would be better spent parenting your own child." But Karen wasn't done yet. Oh no. She took to Nextdoor with a novel-length post about government overreach and failed systems, which backfired spectacularly when the entire neighborhood flooded the comments with screenshots of her past rants about lazy parents. The piece de resistance. Old Mrs. O'Reilly from down the street, a sweet 80-year-old who everyone adores, chimed in with, "Karen dear, I've been watching you let your dog poop on my lawn for years. Maybe worry about your own house." The post got 247 laughing face emojis and was shared to 3 local meme pages. Meanwhile, Tyler, now thoroughly embarrassed by his mother's antics, started showing up at our door to apologize daily, even offering to repaint the mailboxes he'd vandalized. The kid was so desperate for normalcy that he asked Sarah to teach him how to skateboard, a development so poetic I nearly cried. Karen's reaction when she caught them practicing ollies in our driveway. Let's just say the screech could have shattered glass. The universe has a delicious sense of irony, and it served up the juiciest revenge platter when Karen's own past came back to haunt her in the most spectacular way possible. It all started when Mrs. Rodriguez